Hello, this is Gary Bennett at excelme.com. Today I have Jeff Hughes who's going to be talking about marketing and how to get your iPhone application noticed and hopefully make some money and become popular on the App Store. Jeff has 17 years worth of experience in consumer and enterprise software marketing. He's an author of many technology books and really has a great amount of experience, and he's also teaching my marketing course on excelme.com. So welcome, Jeff, and talk a little bit about how developers out there can go ahead and be noticed with their iPhone application.
Thank you, Gary. It's a pleasure to be here. Well, you know, there is a gold rush going on with applications right now. Everybody is sprinting to put their apps up on the App Store and hopefully make $1 million. So you hear about those success stories and you want to be a part of that. And right now, of course, there's 30,000 apps and counting, and Apple says that number is just going to continue to grow. The question really is, will your app get noticed? So with so many applications up there, what are you going to do as a iPhone app developer to get your app noticed? You know, the days are gone where you can't just throw your app on the App Store and hope for the best, and forget about it. Even though just a few short months ago or back in July the App Store was released, it is moving at such speed and there's so many competing applications that now you need to have a solid marketing strategy.
We talked a little bit about, Jeff, in our class tonight, our marketing class, kind of liken it to back in the late 1990s when you had the dot-com boom, where you had all these people put a website up and, they made tons of money. And, well, that was great until there was hundreds of thousands of websites or millions of websites. And then it kind of fell back upon traditional marketing. And now developers are just having to say, okay, scratching their head, taking a step back and say, okay, how do I market my application after they wrote it?
Right. So there's a lot of things that you can do. Traditional marketing really isn't dead, but now we're seeing additional tools that are out there. Of course, social media, using products like Facebook and Twitter and those types of things are going to help you to market. I mean, there really are extensions of marketing. So the marketing principles haven't changed. It's just the tools that are available can greatly enhance and accelerate your exposure. And so what you want to do as an app developer is really formulate a solid marketing strategy. And what a lot of developers forget is that those successful applications, even though you may think that they've done no marketing, they really have done some brilliant marketing. They have done a free version of the app, for example. They have spectacular graphics, and they've done all kinds of things around community to attract users and keep loyal users. So whether you think they've done marketing or not, they haven't just been lucky. They have definitely implemented, either consciously or not, they have implemented marketing strategies. And so what you need to do is have a marketing plan that will help you be successful, help ensure success. Because I guarantee you, if you don't implement a marketing plan, your chances of success will be fairly slim. And so we want to help you at Excel Marketing to be successful in having that plan.
Jeff, what are some of the things that traditional marketing in this day and age, tailored for this day and age, where you have all these social networking sites, blogs, Facebook, Twitter? What are some of the traditional marketing things that an iPhone developer can do to get noticed?
Sure. Well, it really goes back to some of the good old-fashioned things like defining, identifying what the value is of your application and identifying what the message is. Segmenting your market, targeting a market, and then taking that message to that market. And you do that through a number of these, social media avenues. So, having not only having a website and a blog, but Twitter to help people, establish a following and give them updates on your app and new tricks of how to use it. Establishing a sense of community is really where it's at. Traditional marketing has changed in the sense that broadcast marketing no longer works. So
what do you mean by broadcast marketing?
Well, the shotgun approach, where you do an advertisement on the television and you reach tens of thousands or millions of people. that type of marketing is quickly being replaced by segmented and targeted marketing to a specific community. So you establish a community and you target and specifically market to them.
So I should cancel my $1 million advertisement for the next Super Bowl for my App Store app, huh?
You may want to think about that because that does provide you some exposure and notoriety and things like that. But it doesn't necessarily help you to sell your iPhone application.
I find it interesting that here we are, we're talking about traditional marketing plans and experience now with the App Store. The market has sort of gone from this gold rush that we've seen in the last 3 to 6 months of the App Store to now really traditional. Okay, let's put our big boy pants on and come up with what is our segment. What is the how much can we charge for this application? How much money? How big is the market that we're going after? What is our competition? How do we differentiate from our competition? All these things that have traditionally been going on in marketing from the ground up whenever a product is launched. I mean, look at Nike. They just don't build a pair of tennis shoes and then figure out how to market it. They're working with marketing from day one on what their market is and what to charge.
That's absolutely right. And so as an app developer, you need to have a marketing strategy. You may just be at the starting phases of developing an app, or maybe you've already put your app on the iPhone or the App Store. Whatever the case may be, you need to reevaluate or evaluate your marketing strategy so that you can be successful.
Well, great. And also, as this presentation's going, I'm kind of going over some of Jeff's slides from his first marketing class that we had tonight. There's 4 in this introductory series, and hopefully kind of give you an idea of what really what goes into marketing. When I wrote my first iPhone application, started in July and launched it early fall of 2008. Just in time for the ski season, and it's Colorado snow report and Utah snow report for a client of mine, and we launched it. We were one of the very first ski apps out there and snow report applications out there for the ski season. We had something like 50,000 downloads. Well, I guarantee you, for the next ski season, there's going to be dozens of them out there. So the marketing has to become more targeted, more refined, but like Jeff said at the beginning, don't get discouraged because you have an app out there that's not necessarily getting the downloads that you want.
Right, and I think that, Gary, there is good news for those app developers. Marketing does help. If you have a plan in place, it's going to help drive traffic and interest in your application. We can't guarantee you'll be $1 million seller, but you definitely will achieve greater success than if you have no marketing at all.
And especially, if you're in the early phases, for those of you that are just now starting to think about writing an iPhone application or learning how to write iPhone applications, at my excelme.com courses for the iPhone, start right now using these principles. Who's my target? What's my value proposition? How much do I think I could charge? Is this a free application? Do I come out with the light version first? All these traditional all these traditional marketing pieces now go into a successful iPhone app launch.
Exactly. So I think the important point to remember is that doing a little bit of planning and strategizing up front is going to help you achieve success. There are steps to marketing. It is a process, and you want to attract the right customer and then retain that customer for future apps and upgrades that you may have. And so once you understand that and get a handle on that marketing is as important as the development of the app itself, your likelihood of success is going to go up dramatically.
Yeah, it's actually, if you're at the early phases of writing your application, it's the most inexpensive, most productive time that you'll spend is working on your marketing plan and identifying this, because it becomes a little bit more difficult after you get that app out there and it already does and has the functionality that you came up with and has the look and the feel, and now you got to figure out how to market it, as opposed to, okay, going through who's your target audience, what is the market, who's going to be using it, what's the age group, how much will I be able to charge for this application. Doing that up front is so much more productive at the beginning than hindsight where it's up and launched and you're not getting the downloads you expected. Well, thanks, everybody. I hope you found this productive. There's a lot more information about marketing on my website, www.excelme.com. Jeff Hughes is teaching this class on a monthly basis, and we hope that you join us. Again, thanks for listening to us, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.